guys? We are here. I got my co-caster, Kurtusi, joining me tonight in this matchup, Division A, Los Ninos and Burger. So, Kurtusi, say hi.
Hello, hello. It's gonna be a good one.
Love that, love that.
Can't believe you called me that, bro.
Oh, it's gonna be a great series. Because it's Division A, right? It's the best of the best, and we're gonna see nothing but great gameplay. So, but both these teams, you know, it's their first week. We don't know what they look like on the field, and that's probably gonna be the most interesting for me to see in this series. But I mean, we can go ahead and actually throw it on over to Division A standings, and I guess, you know, not everything's all updated and whatnot, but like overall, what are some things that kind of stick out to you here in Division A?
Honestly, one thing that's really surprised me is just how dominant Acrobatic were just out the gate. I knew they were going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be a matter of, you know, 3-1. I thought, usually week one you're trying to feel out the division.
Yep.
But, you know, leading in almost every single category is crazy. So I feel like I was pretty good. Gold Diggers, I had a lot of faith in them. I bet 10,000 boost on them. That was a tough loss.
Dude, I don't even have 10,000 boost. I think I have like 5,000. The only reason I do is because I think it was like a Division C or Division D matchup that happened last night. Whatever one World did, and Tech 7 like bet 100K or something like that on the series. So it was like a 4 or 5 time multiplier payout, you know.
Yeah, so that's not bad.
Chase my bag, yeah. It's a great thing to gamble, but yeah, I had nothing to lose. Anyways, I'll go over here and look at Burger, and I myself will be talking about this team because I know Kurtusi wanted to talk about the Los Ninos in specific, but you got Parker, Hypnotic, Chewy. Parker being the captain, and third round picks being Hypnotic and Chewy. Parker, he's actually a veteran. He's been around, I don't know, would you say like 2 seasons, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think last year was his first year, so I think this might be his 3rd season.
Yep. And I know he's an NDSU student. I'm not quite sure on Hypnotic and Chewy. I think Hypnotic is SDSU, but I could be wrong. And Chewy, I really haven't heard much about him. I don't know where he's from. I've never seen him play. I haven't even heard him speak in a VC before. So, you know, and him being a rookie and being in Division A like right away, especially on stream, sorry, like there's just so much to add on to this. Like I feel like him himself and maybe being nervous, but like I don't know, kind of going back to your first time on stream, Blasky, and being on stream, like how did you feel in that sort of position?
I'm not gonna lie, when I first started playing, Video Ninja was killing my frames, so that didn't help. But I've been playing for 4 seasons, 5 seasons, something like that.
Yeah.
And so being on stream for me felt really good, but I know that for a lot of these players, especially ones that are either rookies or getting moved up to Div A for the first time, it's really nerve-wracking. Mm-hmm. Especially ones I've never played in a league setting before, which a lot of these players are in that situation. So I can only imagine with what we got 3 rookies in this one. So it's going to be an interesting start, I think.
Yeah, and I don't really know how much Parker's played with Hypnotic and Chewy, so, but I did say, because I don't know, luckily for me, I was the Division A expert, and I'm sorry I didn't pick your team to be the Dark Horse team, but I do truly think that this team could be solid. It really just depends, though, what we see here tonight.
Absolutely.
But I'll throw it up to you here and to talk about Los Ninos.
Yeah, so I was formerly E-Crux's teammate, so I know a lot about him. I'm really proud of him for getting so good to the point where he is now officially a captain. He's been playing out of his mind lately. I've seen Kicker play one other season, that was with K-Tool, and Samuel himself is a rookie. One thing I want to note that's very interesting about this matchup is that every single player on each team is playing for their school with someone from the other team. At some level, Parker and E-Crux are both NDSU, Hypnotic and Samuel are both DSU, Chewy and Kicker are both USD. Dang. So I think it just makes it a little bit interesting how that worked out, and so I'm excited to see, you know, it's kind of like it's one of those little rivalries in school, so I'm excited to see how it turns out.
That's kind of a cool fun fact that you bring up. So yeah, it's like, I don't know who's the best of the best from each school. And kicker, he's returning because I don't think he played last spring or maybe even the whole entire year last year. But he is a solid player. He was in Division A before, and rightfully so. He's back here in Division A. So looking to see if, what's changed, whether there's maybe a little bit of rust or if he just kind of hits the ground running and does really well. Samuel being a rookie, yep, you said enough there. And Ecrux, I mean, everyone knows Ecrux. He's good. But as far as predictions go, Blasky, what are you thinking here tonight?
So I was a little on the fence about it, and I was leaning Burger to start, but going into it, I'm going to take Los Ninos Game 5.
Yeah, I don't know, man. When I was like saying predictions and or not predictions, but like dark horse team, whatever, in the draft stream, like I'm looking at this Los Ninos team too, and I'm just like, dang, they do look pretty good, but it's just like, why are they not joining?
I got you.
Okay. Weirdos. Division A weirdos. But like Ecrux, he's not a captain. This is his first time, whereas Parker, he has been a captain before. So let's try to actually switch it over here. So it will be interesting to really see like what happens there.
Absolutely. And one thing that's really exciting about rookies, you never know how good or bad they're going to be until they get a couple of games under their belt. Because if they're not playing well, you can just chalk it up to, nervous, and they're not used to their team because they haven't been around the league long enough. But like some of them can really break out. We saw that from players like OTJ and even Torps to a certain capacity because he was ranked so low. And so I'm excited to see what kind of little surprises we get from this series.
Definitely. But as I work on getting the cans here, I mean, this game is a little bit off to a slow start, but looking to see what sort of playstyles both these teams kind of start out with and how they'd adapt as the series continues. But a really nice 50 going in favor of Ecrux. That one gets slotted.
Absolutely, and that's kind of what Ecrux is known for, is I don't care how little boost I have. If I think I can beat you to the ball, I will go regardless. And that just results in a goal, and honestly, it's a really fun play style, is how we'll put it. It results in a lot of goals, and sometimes it can be detrimental, but no one expects you to just kind of do that. And we're seeing a lot of boomer ball to start, which honestly is a lot of Div A games, at least game ones, is just feeler games, especially for week 1. You never know what to expect from the other teams, and so we have no idea how often these teams have played together, but that's a great pass blocked by Samuel, sent to the corner. Hypnotic is there. And I'm excited to see what kind of mechs these guys bring as well, as we try to see a flip reset come in, but kicker kicks it out to the middle. Ecrux is there for a redirect, but it gets sent into the corner. Samuel there for a shot, gets redirected by Burger into their own net. Unfortunate goal, but very fortunate for Los Ninos.
There we go. Yeah, really strong start. I don't think that's what Parker meant to do, but it's just like really, especially in Division A, it's the smallest things that matter, and they make the biggest results. And there you go, Los Ninos having a 2-0 goal lead with 3:20 left. They do have quite a bit of pressure here on offense too, so Burger, so far the defense is slacking, and they're just kind of looking to ignite the offense here.
Yeah, I mean, Los Ninos haven't even been forced to get a save yet as they get a goal thrown at their net as I say that. Fantastic quick shot from Parker off a great pass from Chewy.
Yes, sir. I'm going to go ahead and close predictions here. Sorry, you guys kind of got an edge, and you're already seeing game 1 and what it's looking like. But I'm going to close them.
Oh, this guy's ruining my odds.
Burger 61%, Los Ninos 39%. So, I don't know. I mean, chat favoring Burger. However, Los Ninos having a good start here.
Absolutely, but Samuel gets a 50. Ecrux is up, and I'm really excited to see how many clips we can get. I mean, we know the ceiling that both Parker and Ecrux bring to the table, and they can pop up at any moment. They've been some of the most clip-worthy players of the last couple seasons, so we can see some crazy stuff.
Especially Ecrux, dude. I've seen some things he's posted recently, and it's just honestly insane. Like, he makes things happen when you wouldn't expect it, I guess. If that makes sense. So
yeah, no, it's one of those things where you can't ever count him out for trying to get a crazy shot on net. We see a great backboard pass, but deflected by Samuel. Ecrux try to get a pinch here, and a bump. Bumps his teammate. Kicker's there. Chewy with the save. Ecrux is on the wall waiting, but Chewy takes control of the ball. Crazy wave dash. Didn't expect that so early, but here we are as Hypnotic throws it middle. And honestly, this game started off slow, but I feel like they've already picked up pace and playing like it's game 2 or 3.
Yeah, and it could be too that like Parker's team, Burger, I don't know, like game 1s are definitely like a warm up feeler type game, but Los NINOS, they aren't trying to play that way. And there you see Kicker actually hitting that one just perfect, just out of Parker's reach. He wasn't able to get the clear, and now they do have that 2-goal differential in their favor.
Unfortunate for Burger, but Los Niños are just holding on to the lead as hard as they can. A minute 41 left on the clock. Kickoff goes right to Hypnotic.
Well, it's a great setup.
Ecrux is there with the block. I mean, they've just been locked down. There hasn't been a whole lot of pressure on them, but anytime there has been, they've been really good at just immediately picking up the player. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's been wall dashing all game.
That's crazy, bro. Like, he does it so nonchalant. That's crazy. This feels like some RLCS type stuff.
That's what I've been saying. They're putting on a show right now as Kicker tries to get 150 past Hypnotic. Not a lot of boost on the field right now, but fantastic fake, but couldn't put it past him. Ecrux gets a 50. Free ball for Samuel. Fakes here. Tries to bait Parker into misplaying, and he does. Throws at the wall, and 48 seconds left. I mean, Burger's hoping to just get some sort of offense cooking.
Yeah, with 40 seconds left, it is quite a bit of time, just enough to try and equal it out here, but 50s really aren't going their way, and the ball is staying on Burger's side majority of this first game already, so they do need to do something against Los Niños' offensive pressure.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed that's very strong from Los Niños is that they've been very good at just trying to immediately be there for any sort of 50. If the other team's going to get a touch, they're trying to force the least optimal touch for the team. Ooh. A shot attempt from Chewy, 10 seconds left. Hypnotic off the wall. This is his moment to try to peek. And Samuel is immediately there. And exactly what I'm talking about, where they're just trying to relieve the pressure before it even gets too close. And that helps them get a 3-1 game 1.
There we go. Strong start again from Los Niños, and I mean, looking at these stats, Ecrux doing very well just amongst the entire lobby. I mean, anything that you see, I guess, that kind of sticks out.
Yeah, no, Ecrux with 100% goal participation. I mean, 2 saves. He's leading in every stat but shots, which is crazy considering he's, also tied for leading in goals. And so, I mean, you want to see your third man play really well. You don't want to see your third man being the best and losing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because then it makes you feel bad as a team. And I knew that being the third man for most of the, my career, that usually that means that your team is not feeling great. So I think Burgers are hoping for a comeback game here. Ecrux goes up, tries to set himself for a double tap, doesn't get the greatest first touch. And I'm already hoping they're trying to set up for some clips already.
Yeah, really great, powerful clear coming out of Hypnotic, and kind of to piggyback off of you mentioning, the team not maybe meshing well together as much as I've noticed this, and maybe I am the only one, or other people have noticed it too, but Parker, he's a very particular player where he needs particular teammates for him to succeed. Whereas, it's just from my perspective, Ecrux's team, they mesh super well just because he's able, as a captain, to adapt to his teammates' playstyle.
Absolutely, and one thing that's really nice about both of those captains is that I feel like one thing they're very heavy on is just the vibes. So I think bouncing back for either team momentum-wise will be super easy, as Parker proves that point exactly. Gets a nice shot again from the Chewy assist.
I mean, great pass. Parker actually just slightly beating Kicker and putting that in the perfect position so that Samuel couldn't get the save. Burger now having that 1-0 lead here. We're seeing a change of pace from these guys as they have a little bit more offensive pressure and not so much on defense.
Absolutely. And I mean, we're a minute in, 1 goal scored. We might see another decent high-scoring game because I honestly, in my book, anything more than 3 goals, it's a high-scoring threes game. And so it's on track for sure. I'm just hoping again we get some really good clip moments and someone that's on the social media team. I would love to get some hype moments going.
Yeah, we need some more moments to create for a DCRL hype video. Even though we already have one in the works, guys, we need to get going on the other one too.
Extra footage doesn't hurt. As you see a great shot come out from kicker, but Chewy with an even better save. Hypnotic gathers the ball, kicks it middle, gets the boost, tries to pass it to Parker. Little bit of a triple fake on the goal line.
You know, but
Not too bad of a meta.
I don't hate that decision though. Like this game, I think a lot of people underestimate like the power of passing. Like it really doesn't matter so much about your individual mechanics, but if you can mesh super well with your team and get good passes and have strong, powerful shots in the opposing team's net, you're definitely going to be a threat to mess or not to be messed with.
Absolutely. We almost saw Parker get a fantastic pass down right there. Just a little bit of a lack of boost and positioning, just maybe a comps thing, but oh, that's not the save you want to get, but luckily there's another player there. And it gets 50 back to their side. We're seeing a little bit of panicking coming from Los Ninos on defense. They're not used to being on their back foot like this, and Burger are absolutely taking advantage of it.
Shavin in the chat asking for a gift and sub. Probably has 9 ads. I don't know. But Hypnotic getting beat out by kicker there does give his team some time to potentially put a shot on net, which happens. Samuel just puts it wide. Now you see a quick turnaround with Burger trying to get some offensive pressure again. The ball quickly, like you see here in Division A, going back and forth with both teams, like really using the space on the field to quickly have counterattack opportunities.
Absolutely, and you know, I said we were on track for a high-scoring game, but it's been a defensive masterclass from both teams so far. And I mean, 1 goal, you don't hate winning a 1-goal game if it's 1-0. It means you played well, as we see Samuel almost get a crazy shot there. And I'm seeing some stuff in the chat from Swamp Donkey saying these two scrimmed 9 games and Burger won 7 of them. I mean, I could believe it, and honestly I believe that they were all probably 1-goal games, and Samuel just got the craziest save. But Parker is there to clean up a second shot.
Yeah, man. Parker is someone you, like, in that D shape, the goal ball, whatever you want to call it, like if he's in that area, in the air, ball's coming towards him, it's just such a tough save to make because he makes great contact with that ball and he has really great shot positioning.
Absolutely. And I mean, 1 minute left. We've seen crazier things happen, but the momentum has not been in their favor. But kicker's up early, gets a 50 with Chewy. E-Crux is there to clean up. And he gets 1. It's only a 1-score game, 56 seconds left.
Love the aggression coming out of kicker there. He does just enough to get the 50. Hypnotic. I mean, whether he had boost or not, that ball's going so fast, it doesn't matter. E-Crux just has pretty much the entire net, anywhere to choose from to score that ball. And now closing the gap on the goal differential here, but there is a little bit less than a minute, so we might start seeing a little bit more aggressive play style out of these guys as they do need to score and equal it out here.
Yeah, if there's anyone I've known has been very good at aggressive play style, it's been E-Crux, so I mean, that's a position you don't mind being in. But however, Parker is on the other side of the ball, and he has been playing very well defensively. I mean, no saves this game, but his clears have been on point. He's keeping the ball away from everyone. Good demo from Hypnotic there. 20 seconds left. Trying to get anything going in their favor. Not a lot of boost. That's a good 50 for Chewy. Samuel just trying to make sure it doesn't go in again. Kicker has some time. No boost, though. Gets the boost stolen. Hypnotic gets an air dribble going. Over 1. Almost over 2. E-Crux is there, though. And just gets spiked down. Series tied 1-1.
Yeah, you see them quick comeback here in the series. Burger getting the second game. I mean, what was the deciding factor in that? Like, what was different that you saw from both these teams, and like why did Burger win the second one? Like, I don't know.
Honestly, what it felt like was that they're flowing through. Their offense is flowing through Parker now, and it feels like there's a lot more trust. You know, game one got out of the way, and now they're feeling like, hey, let's just settle down, let's play our game, and let's play it well. And they were just dotting up Parker, and he was trusting their passes, and they were fantastic passes, and it just ended up working out in their favor.
Enough said there, fairly said. But we are here in game 3, and this is a pivotal moment for both teams. Oh, what a great shot, Samuel!
Absolutely slotted.
That could not have been any more perfect a placement from the kid. Look at this here in slow motion. Hypnotic, I mean, he's there. He just has to jump up and boost, but his car is slightly cantered forward, and it gets right behind the hood of his car, giving Samuel a really nice goal.
You're not expecting a shot from there, especially one so well placed. I mean, he literally could not have put that anywhere else and scored, so that was fantastic on his end.
But you see, I mean, Parker almost getting a pass to Hypnotic, and they might fairly soon get a goal to tie things up here. But as I was saying before, I kind of got interrupted with Sammy's insane shot in the corner. This game 3 here, is a pivotal moment in the series, because considering it's only a best of 5, right? The next team that wins here, they go on to match point, and that puts the opposing team, whichever that may be, that's only won one game in the series, in a worse situation.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's nice is that, you know, there can't be a sweep. You know, that's one thing that gets really scary as you play these series, is that sometimes you go down 0-2. Getting 1-1 is a really nice refresher for Burger, and they could just say, like, okay, we evened it out, just to play like it's a best of 3. And I mean, they're down 0-1, but they're still playing super aggressive, and I love that for them.
There you go. Ball actually...
Oh my gosh! I mean, I thought that was in, but fantastic save from Los Ninos. A little bit of a team save there.
That was a mistake there from whoever whipped that ball. You see the ball going above. Samuel's there. Ecrux rotates out. He grabs the boost, but Kicker might be there to get the 50. No, Hypnotic actually beats him. Not the best touch from Ecrux, but he does buy time for his teammates to get back. And that's another key thing here, especially up in Division A, is that you gotta have really good rotations as a team from offense to defense, and vice versa. And just having that speed is what's gonna, you know, make or break whether you win the game or not.
100%. And honestly, I was just about to say, I'm not seeing a whole lot of demos coming out this game, so you're getting full rotations from every single player on the field. But as I was just about to say that, we saw one demo happen, so you're just seeing full speed right now. You see one go right off the backboard. Ecrux with the fake, takes up the wall, but Hypnotic is there to follow up. Tries to kick it middle to Parker. Ooh. And it just gets missed. Chewy tries to play 50. Gets it to Samuel though. And it gets sent to Ecrux. Hits it at the wall. Parker's there to intercept it. Hypnotic throws a shot towards the net. Samuel's there though. And not a lot of boost, but he can kick the ball away. Parker's there. Ecrux tried to get the same goal as game 1. Couldn't quite get it this time. And it falls right in front of the net.
Oh gosh, dude, there's been so many close opportunities for these guys to score. And I get them wanting to keep the ball close, but at some point you just gotta boom the ball back to the opponent's side and give your team some time, give them some space to get some boost and recollect their position.
Absolutely, that's one of the key things. You see an open net for Parker, ties the game 1-1. I mean, I think, yeah, it was just a missed demo attempt that led to, I mean, no boost, open net. Pretty simple, pretty clean.
Goodness gracious. Well, they are, folks. I mean, it's 1-1 now, and Burger in a little bit better situation for themselves. Los Ninos, I mean, so far off this kickoff, they seem a little bit antsy, but Parker actually gets a weird touch that works, and they're still alive here. It's still tied, but they still are feeling pressure from Los Ninos here.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed about Los Ninos in this game so far is every time they're on offense, they're throwing the ball at the backboard, just hoping someone's there to follow it up. And I'm not sure if that's necessarily the strat they want to take, because they've been so solid on their backboard defense.
Yeah.
Samuel kicks the ball out. Chewy's there now, bangs it up. Is there anyone there to help stop as they drop straight down? Kicker's there. Gets another 50, he's heading straight towards the other net. Chewy kicks it out for Samuel. And
What a
Parker with the
save!
save. Ecrux is there to get the score up 2-1.
Ecrux, I mean, recognized that he had to put that ball complete to the left side of the net. Hypnotic just was not able to get the 50. Coming at the angle he did, and now we are under a minute here. Los Ninos, the game is in favor of them being up 1. We're going to see how Burger can respond now.
Oh, this is potential to go in. Parker just misses, throws out backboard. Samuel doesn't have boost, but he's going to try to just flick it over. Gets past 2, that's a double commit. It's a scary position. Burger on the offensive now. Parker tries to get a demo on Ecrux and kicks it back middle. Ecrux is there, throws at the backboard. And I mean, highlight of Los Ninos so far this game, it's gotta be Samuel. He is playing out of his mind right now. And props to him, especially as a rookie, first series ever. He's playing so well.
Yeah.
15 seconds left.
There we are.
Oh, kicker almost drops one in. Throws out the net one more time. Hypnotic dives across, no boost. Chewy keeps the dream alive. Parker there with full boost. This is their last chance. Throws at the sidewall. Still keeps it up. And a little bit of a double commit. See if they can clean this up last second.
Ooh, that ball's not hit the ground yet. Chewy keeps it up. It's very close though. Kicker tries to get it over. Hypnotic.
Hypno.
Panicky flick there. Chewy trying to get a solo play, but that might hit the ground. No, it's a 50 actually. Parker's up. Misses the ball. Hypnotic's still on it. Can he get a flick over? Nope, that one's going to go off the corner. And that one finally touches the ground. Los Ninos taking game 3.
Absolutely. And honestly, I was a little hopeful that we would see an overtime. Because that was really close. I don't know. Have we seen an overtime yet this series? I think that would have been the first one.
This series, I don't think so, no. It's just gone back and forth and, yeah, back, so.
Yeah, this game kind of put me in an awkward position because on one hand, I want Los Ninos to win, so that part of the prediction's right, but on the other hand, I want them to lose this next game so I can be perfectly correct and Los Ninos can win game 5.
Yes, sir. But we're going to be going to Aquadome here in game 4, and I mean, the cool one, not the old one, alright? I mean, we like the classic, but I think the new one's a little bit better, right? So, here we go, we take it to Aquadome in the more newly refreshed map textures, and seeing if Burger can tie the series up again. And again, like I mentioned in the last game, they are in a more difficult position, so hopefully, you know, the nerves don't really bother him too much there.
Absolutely, and we see already some good offensive pressure from Burger now, and it gets kicked down. Los Ninos on the ball. Kicker versus Parker on this 50. Parker just beats him out. Ecrux trying to pre-jump a little bit, gets the 50, and again, we haven't seen anything crazy offensively just yet. I'm still hopeful, still hanging on.
Really good 50 there from Chewy. Parker gets a shot on Samuel. Nice clear. Does get the corner. Kicker misses it, but Ecrux might get a flick over Hypnotic. He actually just dribbles it across. Goes for a Cuxer pinch. Parker put this back over midfield. Ball's getting banged back and forth. Double commit from the blue side.
Parker needs to make a touch there. Fantastic touch from him. And Ecrux gets another free gather off the wall. This is not where you want to be against Ecrux.
Oh,
he is a
no.
man on a mission as it gets blocked by Parker. I mean, again, that is a scary spot to be in. And fantastic touch right there. But Ecrux still somehow walks away with that boost. Parker bangs it middle. A little bit of a
Nice fake.
misflip there.
Atomic flip.
Wow. That's crazy calm.
Yeah, but this game, I mean, out of all the other games, this one seems to slow down quite a bit, considering nobody's scored quite yet.
Yeah, I think it's just, I mean, the nerves from, you know, potentially losing. And the other team, I feel like the hardest game to win is match point. And so I can see that sort of showing here, where one team is really nervous, and Ecrux almost snipes it. Try to get a 50. That's looking like an open net, but it's wide. Chewy, a little too far, but Hypnotic tries to get a shot off. Ecrux somehow gets a save despite there being no shot. And Samuel bangs it out. I mean, we're seeing some really good pressure from Burger and a lot of panic from Los Ninos on defense. You see a redirect, but Hypnotic is there. And another demo from Kicker now. And it kicks it right at the net. Chewy's up. Gets another touch. Potentially a flip reset, but Hypnotic takes the ball away. Kicker clears off the backboard. Straight to Parker, though. Ecrux dives across for the save. And, I mean, I think this is the longest we've gone without a single goal being scored and keeping the score 0-0.
It's true, but I don't know, for some reason, even though there hasn't been a goal scored quite yet, Burger, they're doing a really good job of suffocating Los Ninos. Like, for whatever reason, I'm just seeing Orange players have nothing at all, like no boost, nothing. Like, their tanks are barely full, if they are even. Like, Burger, they're doing something right, and if they continue doing what they're doing, I do think that they can come out with a dub here, as Parker actually reads that one. Really tough angle to shoot with the pressure he had on him. I think, what was that, kicker falling up on him, right on his tail there? Nice read from Parker.
Yeah, absolutely nice touch. And to your point that you were just talking about, I feel like every time, you know, my cam is switched between all the Orange team, like you said, there's just no boost. And they're trying to kick the ball, like, you know, just booming it away to buy themselves some time. But there's always a team or a player from Burger sitting back waiting for that to get boomed back so they can boom it right back and keep on just keeping the chokehold on them. And now we're seeing some fakes come out from them as well, and they're just trying their best to make sure that no one on Los Ninos can have control of the ball, can have boost, and I mean, it's just working out for them.
There you have it. You might see a change of pace coming out of Los Ninos though, as we are less than a minute now, seeing quite a bit of I don't know, tighter rotation, I guess you would want to say, but Parker almost making him pay for it there. Hypnotic is last. It's not on net. He does get the clear towards the corner, however. Orange do have the pressure now. Ball's going to be going to the corner. Samuel with multiple touches. Will it get centered in time? Ecrux actually doesn't get the shot off. That might hurt him, because here we are. A lot of time is wasted. 20 seconds now. Parker trying to get a pass towards middle. Stays on it. Rotates out, actually. Shot almost from the midfield. But Samuel has to make something happen here. Does get a musty. Gets a bump on Hypnotic. 10 seconds. Can they follow this ball up in time? Can they score here to tie it and go to overtime? At this point, it's 0 seconds, and they got to keep the ball up. But once again, not much boost, and the comms just aren't there. Everyone's double committing. Goes out middle, and that one hits the ground. Burger, only one goal, but that's all they need to take this game 4.
Absolutely, and again, it's another bittersweet situation. I mean, we're getting to that game 5, and no one particularly playing, like, outplaying everyone else. Everyone's playing their role really well, and at least in that game 4. And so I think this game 5 is going to come down to which superstar out of all these players are going to come out and, you know, win it for their team, because it was so even this last one that I think it's going to take one player really stepping it up game 5. Ooh, and having ice in their veins.
Goodness, I mean, what a really good start there for Los Ninos with the kickoff. Almost a shot going in between those blue players. We're seeing a really big change of pace from Los Ninos. Burger just doesn't know what to do with it. I think they're suffocated again, kind of like Los Ninos were last game here with no boost. Just kind of have their fingers crossed and setting up here in the areas here. Prayers to the just protect. I don't know, man.
No, absolutely. It feels like they just took notes of what happened last game and just said, "Hey, I'm gonna copy you," and it's working out.
Yeah,
exactly. And so it was working out, but now they're on the counter attack. Burger trying to get some sort of offense. Now Los Ninos are the ones lacking in the boost department. awkward situation here. E-Crux gets just taken up into the corner. It gets 50 by Chewy. We see one touch over Hypnotic. Parker's last though.
Ooh.
And it's another tendency I've seen. Parker is sitting back a lot, making sure that no matter what, he is the last line of defense. You know, being the captain, it only makes sense to set yourself up to, you know, make sure that if you get scored on, it's because of you and not because anyone on your team. Samuel almost gets a set. Chewy there to block it, gets 50'd out mid. Kicker's there to get a touch, but Chewy intercepts it. Kicker gets a bump on him. I mean, I respect it.
Well, double commit there. Hypnotic, low boost. He is last though.
We see a demo from E-Crux.
Oh,
Nice low shot. E-Crux steals the goal like a little gremlin.
Bro, look at the pressure he put on though. Like he's chasing Parker in the net. Parker almost gets that save, but it just went a little bit too far from his reach, and E-Crux on the goal line puts that one in to finish the job. I mean, this is crazy gameplay we're seeing here.
Absolutely. We see almost another one just off the mark. No boost from Parker. Gets a little ground pinch. Samuel's there to 50 Chewy, but it goes past him. E-Crux kicks it up the wall. Hypnotic. Again, no boost, but Los Ninos is just not aware of that quite yet. They keep, you know, assuming that all the touches are going to be made. Samuel gets a save, no boost. And now Los Ninos are on their back foot here, despite them being up 0-1. Potentially a counterattack. Gets kicked out middle. Kicker throws at the corner. A nice demo there. And honestly, like I said, the demos are applying a whole nother level of pressure.
Oh, Chewy. Oh. I mean,
almost gets one.
I think Chewy, he's just waiting for his moment to shine here. But Kicker actually puts that one on the crossbar. He pins it. Couldn't get the shot down into the goal. But I'm sure we will see some more opportunities from these guys as blue team. They are overcommitting quite a bit, but you don't blame them. This is game 5. The stakes are high right now. They are down 1 goal. No one is back. Parker maybe getting a bump on somebody in net. Does not work out for them. However, plenty of time for them to come back and tie it up here. But
absolutely. And we see a 50 get sent middle. And one thing I've noticed about these teams, the ceiling is so high. I mean, we've seen every single player in this lobby try to go for something just spectacular. Nothing's really necessarily landed quite yet, but honestly, I feel like that has a lot to do with the defense that's been played.
Definitely. And you see Parker in there, that's scary. Chewy, though, waiting for his pop-up moment, and there it is! Chewy with the read off the backboard. You see him across the field traveling. Parker wanted to steal it, man, and I'm sure Chewy called him off. He said, don't worry, I got this. Boom, right into the back of Los Ninos' net.
Right after I say that, Chewy gets the clip of the game so far in terms of offense and ties it up 1-1. I mean, only a minute left.
I think social media got their post. Oh!
Absolutely. Hypnotic just sneaks one in. I mean, he thought he had it, but no boost. Left Samuel just a little too slow to get there, and fantastic shot from Hypnotic there to put it, you know, get a 1-goal lead.
Bro, I really thought he had the save there. That's just a tough one, man. You can't get that back. You can only go forward here at this point. Los Ninos now down. There is only a minute left. Chewy awkward, low boost. He does get the squishy save, puts it to the side. And like, oh my gosh, Kicker.
Kicker ties it up. I mean, just a fantastic challenge first. And a little bit too awkward for Hypnotic, and Kicker catches that, throws it right in the net. I mean, exactly 1 minute left. Game 5. I mean, this next minute decides the series. This could be, you know, almost season defining. It could change the momentum for the entire season. So both teams are going to try their heart out here to just win it for their team. And Kicker throws at the backboard. That's going down. Parker hits it across. 50 straight up middle. E-Crux in the air. Not a lot of boost. Hypnotic taps it to the side. 30 seconds left. Kicker tries to catch it. Gets sent at the Los Ninos side. For a second, I thought someone was not there, but Samuel ended up getting there last second. Tries to get a 50. Hypnotic passes it middle. E-Crux is there. Throws at the corner. A little bit of awkwardness from Los Ninos. He gets pinched. Thrown at the ceiling. Hypnotic's there. Chewy takes the ball away. Gets bumped, but he does not mind. As he shoots, bounces off the post. Parker's there. Another one off the post.
It's still up. It's still up.
Oh my God! Social media, the way they're addicted to posting. Throw it, hits the ground, and we're going into Game 5 overtime.
Gosh, man.
We see kicker get it past one. Get 50 by Chewy. E-Crux is up. Gets a nice pass. Tries to get a demo. Doesn't quite get there.
Oh, this is 1v2. It's a 1v2.
Kicker with a nice 50. Buys some time. I mean, this is about as intense as it could possibly get.
Ah, dude. And Samuel puts us on back for it. Hypnotic is there, though, luckily for them. Both teams really just scrambling to make sure neither has space to do what they want. A double commit there. Kicker puts it over, but Samuel actually overcommits and it benefits him. With the OT winner, Samuel.
I mean, what a fantastic way to end it. Game 5 overtime. It was a very quick one, but really intense at the end there. It all just came down to who had ice in their veins and what team was going to panic a little bit, and Los Ninos came out on top.
Oh, man. Well, Los Ninos, you guys are getting your payout. Whoever voted Los Ninos, only 2 people.
I'll take it.
Is that what? Are you one of them?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's me and Omega Blaze. We know ball.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, I mean, chat, you guys have seen these stats, but we're going to go ahead and try to get these guys on into an interview. I mean, was that kind of... I know we gave predictions, but, like, are you really surprised, I guess, in how both these teams performed tonight?
I want to say yes. In terms of the series score, I wasn't surprised. I mean, it was my prediction, but in terms of, I mean, just the level of play we had from both teams, I was very, very impressed. There was definitely some teams in here that were being slept on to start the series, and I don't think anyone's sleeping on them anymore.
No, I don't think so either, but we do got these guys up in here. I mean, you guys, how are you feeling after that close game? I mean, it was just crazy. It was going back and forth the entire series, and to end it just like that, Game 5 overtime in week 1. Like, how, from everyone, how are you guys feeling?
We're feeling great. we scrimmed them earlier this week and we got demolished. So to win this series was pretty good. It felt great.
So okay, then I just want to go and piggyback off your comment there. What did you guys change, I guess, then to I guess succeed over Burger this week? Like you're saying you're getting slapped in scrims, but like that seems to not be the case now. Like you guys put up a fight.
Yeah, I don't know. We did pretty good. We just started playing more together as a team. It certainly helped a lot. You know,
I think we gave Kicker the ball, told him to score it, and he did. So.
Yeah, no, I think the first when we scrimmed, like that was probably the first time we played together. So like we were all over the place. Like it was like double commits every time. But we started getting the rotation down and started flowing.
His pass 2 is 10 hours. He's peaking.
I mean, what was it? The World Championship? Archie had like 4 pass 2 or something. Because like they weren't expecting to play, but. Yeah, sorry, Blast, your thing's a little blurry, but like we can still hear you. We can still hear you. So I'm sure you got some questions for you guys. I'll let you rip.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've seen a really balanced play style from your team. One thing I've noticed from E-Crux specifically, were you drafting your team based off of ceiling, vibes? Like what was your mindset going into the draft? Were you just taking best player available in your head?
Yeah, basically the best player. Yeah, I picked the highest seed I possibly could. But no, well, I played with Sam and DCRL one time, and I was like, damn, this guy's pretty good. And then nobody picked her, who was a pen, didn't pick him. So I was like, okay. And then I was gonna pick you, and then you got picked. So it was Kicker.
Yeah, big mistake on there.
No, that was I think that was a great choice. Kicker's my best man.
Yeah, shout out to
Alright.
Kicker.
Love you, Crux.
And Kicker, how does it feel to come back, man, after not playing for a season or two?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Honestly, like these games get me more nervous than going out and kicking like in Badger Stadium, like in front of 70,000. So like, it felt so good to come back, and like the fact we took it to Game 5, I did call Game 5 too. I was like, yo, I think because they were talking so much crap. They're like, oh, 3-0, because Landon Chewy, he's on at USD. So
Yeah.
we've been talking all week about it, and I was like, I think we take a Game 5 for sure. So it's meant a lot to me. And like, I literally just realized too, I got so excited, I punched my computer and my knuckles are bleeding now. So that's crazy.
Ain't no
But yeah, no,
way,
it
bro.
just, I swear, that just shows how excited I was, man. So it meant a lot. It was pretty fun. So I'm just excited for this season. We've got a solid group, and we'll see how far we can go.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, you could be in the NFL. It was such a football response in an interview. Like, am I the only one? Like,
Yeah, shout out Coach Nielsen for the media training.
Yeah, don't say anything. Yeah. All right, but I guess sorry to interrupt, Blasky. I kind of was just piggybacking off of what I was hearing and stuff. But you got any questions for these guys? I think so. We asked Sammy. We got Kicker. Yeah, we got to ask Ecrux a question, right? You got anything?
I asked Ecroc one.
Oh, okay. Well, I
I got
guess any last words for these three great gentlemen?
No, it was a fantastic series. I appreciate the points, boys. I bet on you, and you got the exact series score that I bet on.
You better keep doing that all 8 weeks.
You're only
Oh,
feeding
yeah.
his addiction. I hope y'all know that. Just kidding.
Gambling is a lifestyle. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
just like you're right there. If you stop, you're just not gonna win. You gotta keep
Yeah,
going.
I'm going full time.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's all I'm saying.
That's
All
what
right.
I'm
All right,
saying.
Wayne Gretzky. All right, well, enough said. Thank you guys for joining us in this interview, and congrats. Like, seriously, such a phenomenal series and such great performance you all put up. So looking forward to see what you guys do in the future and your upcoming matchups. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
GG's.
GG's.
No re.
All right, well, Blasky, I changed it to Blasky. It's no longer Kurtusi. I don't know, man. For some reason, it just felt weird saying Kurtusi all the time. So
Well, thankfully my camera stopped tweaking, so I'm here for the end screen. But yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, Game 5 overtime, Div A. What more could you possibly ask for to end the night?
nothing else. Like literally that, and I thought it was, again, like you're saying, a really great series. And I know both teams played really well, and I'm sure everybody viewing tonight, watching all these series, are kind of seeing the things that all these teams are doing good, but also the things that they could be working on. So as the season unfolds, it's gonna be really exciting to see how players as individuals, but teams as well, grow. So yeah, I think it's just gonna get better and better as far as competition goes from here.
Absolutely. There's nowhere to go but to build up from here. And every team's going to want to do that. Win or lose, you want to get better, and you want to make it to LAN. So,
yes, sir. But yeah, I guess before I kind of do my closing remarks, you got anything else left to say here, Blasky, either about the series or about casting, whatever it be?
well, it's been fantastic. Guys, casting isn't scary. If there's anyone in chat that's kind of new to all this stuff, don't be afraid to, in the Discord, ask, maybe you're interested in casting. You can DM Whirl, you can DM me, you can probably DM Crip. We'll all tell you the same thing. We'll walk you through it. We can always look for more casters, more streamers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always a fun time.
I mean, you were the only caster who's had prior casting experience tonight. Every other caster, all three, were new. So like they're first timers, and they all did really well. I don't know if you were watching, but yeah. So we had Pat Down, Spoopy, and Bean Chalupa. Their first time. So yeah, we definitely could use more casters if you're interested. It's fun. And even just more volunteer help. We have other things that probably could be using some support in, but yeah, DM literally anybody and we'll get you to the right person. I will say too, just to shout out like all of our social media platforms, excuse me if I forget one. I think we got Discord, if you count that. If you're not in the server already, you should definitely join. That's where you're going to get updated probably the best on what's happening in the league. And then we got our TikTok, we got our YouTube, we got our Instagram. So definitely hit follows on all of those. You got the links down below of our Twitch channel. And let's see what else. I mean,
Twitter, X.
What's up? Oh yeah, Twitter.
I don't know
X.
if you said Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird to call it X. It's always gonna be called Twitter in my head. But
Absolutely.
yeah, definitely follow on Twitter too. So.
And one more thing, if you're not already following here, what are you doing? Hit that button. While you're at it, why don't you go sub as well? We can always use the support. I mean, what are we doing?
Exactly.
You guys just got 4 hours of content.
Yeah, I mean, we appreciate everybody here taking the time out of their, I wouldn't say day, it's nighttime now. It's almost midnight, and depending on what time zone you're in, it might even be 1 a.m. But, or it might be Friday already. I don't know for some of you people. But the point is we appreciate you guys taking the time to watch us, have fun playing Rocket League, have fun casting, and, sharing that experience with us. So yeah, definitely drop a follow, or if you're already following, and if you can, subscribe, or if you have a Prime account, you could use your Prime subscription on us. That would definitely be helpful. I'm sure Eric would love that. He's always about his Prime subs. But dang, man, we've been yapping for quite some time. I think it's about that time to wrap it up, huh?
Oh yeah, it's time to go to bed.
It's been a long night. We played 4 series and back to back, and it's been crazy, man. It's been hectic, but we're gonna have some more action coming at you guys. Either that's tomorrow or the next day after. I don't know, but definitely stay tuned. Turn notifications on if you already are followed, so that way you do get those updates. But yeah, I think that's enough said. It was fun casting with you, Blasky, and yeah, we'll see everybody else later. Stay tuned.
Have a good night.
I know there's 10,000 miles between us now, like the light of the moon looking down. I wish that I could reach you, wish that I could crash upon your shore. How your waves made me love to drown. I need your touch, but I don't know how to write a line in the silver clouds. But you can reach me with your mind. We can cross the borderline. Wish I could fly at the speed of sound. If we're 10,000 miles apart, when we're standing in the dark, we're still looking at the